Hey there. So Dave Beamer here. I wanted to share a little nugget with you on leadership. Have had kind of a reoccurring theme already this week on a Tuesday. So I think anytime something shows up, two or three times, I'll call that a theme. But I just want to share something maybe real quick. As leaders, there's a lot that goes into leadership, and depending on what level the organization you're in, your scope of responsibilities and the things you're accountable for and to are vast for a lot of us, whether it be hiring, whether it be performance evaluations, whether it be budget, whether it be product development, whether it be athletes, whatever it may be, just figure out what that means for you. But you have a lot of responsibilities. So I think one of those things that falls under our responsibility is to look at our own behavior and kind of take a look at and see if we're getting the desired outcomes, the desired results that we want to be getting for ourselves and with the teams, the people that we're responsible for leading. And something that came up today, a good topic, I brought to a leader's attention, and we had some really good dialogue and discussion about it, and even got the team involved. He's got a team of 7 people at this particular location, was around apologies. So when you look at, I think, the pattern of this, and this was true for me as well, if I reflect back 15 or 20 years ago when we had our first business, is that I had this pattern of having really poor behavior, really, really poor communication. And in that, whenever I would really lose my cool, lose my shit, handle something in a way that was way less than optimal or effective, then I would apologize, or my way of apologizing is I would buy lunch, right? I would buy lunch for the team. And frequently it was pizza. And at the time I didn't really see that behavior because I was in it, right? I was emotionally charged. I was overwhelmed by my responsibilities as a small business owner. And I didn't recognize that as a pattern. And it was something that was brought up later on. It's like we always knew, when David felt guilty because he would buy pizza. And that was really what we were wrestling with today is, if you continue to do things that hurt the team, if you continue to communicate in such a way that's ineffective, that is emotionally charged, and that you feel guilty over, then being guilty and feeling guilty is different than an honest apology. And this is definitely open for discussion, is that, when you apologize for something, there is a recognition that you have done something wrong, and that there is an intent to resolve that, to fix that, to work toward doing better, being better, not making that same mistake twice, right? Or 3 times, or 4 times, or, I'm a slow learner, 2 dozen times, 3 dozen times, right? So, I would ask that, and one of the exercises that we did here today and we talked through is just auditing how frequently you apologize for the same behaviors and whether or not it warrants an apology or you just feel guilty about it, right? And sometimes we just need to say, you know what, this is something that I feel guilty about, and I'm not really sorry for it. Or I feel guilty about it and I know I should be sorry for it, and I need to work toward, a different behavior, a different approach, a better way to communicate this, but recognizing that continuing to apologize for something that you're not willing to change, then, at some point the apology is pretty ineffective, right? The team is going to stop believing that you're actually sorry and just accepting that that's just who you are. And I don't know that that's actually what we want, but if it is, let's be intentional about it. So, I'd love to hear any feedback, any thoughts that anybody has around this, but hope everybody's having an incredible Tuesday, and I look forward to the dialogue. Take care.